All right, guys. Well, I've just left the hotel. It's now finals day, and the forecast is for big waves and light winds. So it's going to be very interesting. Hopefully they run it, because it's much more exciting watching big waves, isn't it? And it's a lot more fun for me flying the drone as well. So the media crew have left, and it's just Brian and myself left, so we're just waiting for another boat to get on. But I just thought I'd film the beach scene. The sailors are leaving a little bit later, but you know, they park all the boats here at night just full of the gear, so they don't have to just, you know, cut on and off all the time. So it's pretty interesting, isn't it? Like, just this boatloads of gear just sitting on a beach. I mean, yeah, just like as I said the other day, I'd hate to think the value of all this stuff just sitting here, but yeah, oh well, it's Fiji. It seems I think a hell of a lot of people are interested in windsurfing gear. So, but yeah. So we'll see what happens today. The Fiji broadcasting team, they're here as well. They're waiting. They're a bunch of legends, those guys. You know, it was pretty hectic on the boat, but the Fijians are so calm. Just like, yeah, whatever, we'll get it done, blah, blah. Yeah. Hey boys.
Bula.
The Fiji TV.
Fiji TV. Oh, Fiji TV. Bula.
An excellent job. What do you guys think about windsurfing? Did you like it, or?
Yeah. So good.
Today is going to be more exciting.
Yeah.
The big
waves in the wind.
It's going to be big waves.
Wow.
Big waves. So it'll be very exciting. What are you doing, Johnny? What are you doing?
Loading up.
All right. Hey! This is it. This is fine. No, this is so.
This guy is good. He's cool.
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
Para mí, Bilito, puede me va mal.
Wow, that's amazing.
What should I do?
All right. Well, this is my ride out to the catamaran. These guys never stop. We haven't stopped here. Look, he's still working on his laptop as he's walking down the beach from the hotel to the boat. Literally, he's just glued to his laptop. Oh, and then we woke up this morning, no electricity in the resort. So trying to, you know, people, I get messages, why don't we get updates? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, no electricity this morning. So, okay, what do you do? And then often there's no internet, and so you're basically trying to do things on the run. So
We're still like, there's 4 minutes left, and I was like, no, there's not. We got the extra battery.
Bula.
Bula.
When you can go play? Okay, I gotta transfer between boats, so I gotta go. Ryan, can I get that back?
Well, I think we finally got to sleep at midnight, and I think I woke up at just before 6, which is pretty great for me.
Damn.
So that was good. I was stoked.
And this is the grand finale, hopefully, today, is it?
This is the big day. We got, thank God, we've got some amazing swells. It looks like the forecast for the swell is bumped up.
Wow.
and at least on forecast, it's the same size as that great day we had on Thursday, on the first day on June 1st. The difference with that day on the swell terms is that the tide will be lower, and it's a radical low tide because it's a full moon. So, I mean, I don't know how that's going to make it, what shape of the wave will be different, but it strongly suggests that it'll be more dangerous. Hollower, shallower, more dangerous. So that's a big thing. We're all going to have to be on our toes for rescue and looking out for everybody. But it's also a super high performance wave now, like really, really radical. And then the wind, we have reasonably blue skies, and I think that's going to help us. The trade winds like blue skies, and hopefully we get it. I mean, what we've got today is a forecast that says the wind might not come up till 3 o'clock. That's a bit stressful because we've got 6 heats to finish. We've got 2 men's semis, 2 women's semis, a women's final and a men's final. 6 heats. And of course we want to do 28 minutes plus 2. That's what all the riders would like. So if we can start, if the trades come in early and we get sun, which is entirely possible, then we could start even at 12. We could start at 12:30, 1, 1:30, 2, even as late as 2:30. Because if we start at 2:30, that takes 3 hours, and we finish at 5:30 before the sun goes down and runs out of light. So if we can start at 2:30, we'll stick with a full 30-minute cycle, which will keep the riders happy. They'll love that.
Yeah.
It gives them margin for error, all those sorts of things, especially on a big day that allows them to be rescued, things like that. If, however, we don't have the wind come in till 3, we need to save half an hour. We're going to have to cut the heats down to 23 minutes plus 2. And that saves 5 minutes per heat times 6 heats. That's 30 minutes. And that means we can still get it done today, which is critical because the rest of the window has no forecast, nothing. There's a day, maybe a day and a half at the end of the window, which with some wind, but it's 3 to 4 foot swell, probably worse than yesterday. So we don't want to finish in that. Today's the day. We're going to make it happen.
So, what's it like out there in 10 to 15 foot when you're trying to get shots?
Scary. I'm definitely not gonna do what I did yesterday and stay really deep and get the different angles. You can't do that
Yeah.
when it's mast and a half.
Yeah.
Well, I can do it, but then you never see me again. Man, I tell you, the first day, I've seen the best and most barrels I've seen in my whole life. It was like perfect barrel, day after day after day. Yesterday, there was only a couple of them, but that was it. Oh, here we go. Shot 2. Bula. Okay, 2 for the day, it's enough. Some of the pictures came out super nice, different from what you normally see. So today should be the normal stuff. Big barrels behind them, big airs, and let's see.
I did his makeup for him this morning, especially for this.
You did a great job.
You have to, otherwise I'm like,
Look at those eyelashes.
But
I didn't do mine, that's why I'm wearing the glasses.
Oh, you're looking great. But I just wanted to get you guys on film because I'm from Australia, and I see photos posted online for windsurfing, and I see the little logo Fishbowl Diaries, and I actually wondered who is that? You know, because when you on the other side of the world, you wonder who's behind the lens, and it's you two.
It's us too. I don't really post many pictures of the two of us. We kind of prefer to be behind the camera rather than in front of this camera.
How long have you been shooting windsurfing for, as you know, pretty seriously like this?
serious since 2011.
Yeah. We first came in the 90s. Well, we not came here to Maui. It was the 90s, and I borrowed a camera because I wasn't a photographer. We borrowed it from his uncle, and I'd just shoot him and his mates, and you know, I'd get the occasional decent shot. But then we actually got into photography about 20 or so years ago professionally, and then 2011 we started coming for a little bit longer to Maui, 3 to 6 months, and then I had all these photos and I thought, what the hell am I going to do with these photos? So I set up Fishbowl Diaries and I started interviewing a bunch of the windsurfers and asking them various questions which people wouldn't normally ask them. Silly things like, you know, what would we find in your fridge, or who would you like to have dinner with, dead or alive? You know, just questions to find out more about who they were rather than just the usual, what's your favorite sport, what gear do you use? And then I started posting the pictures, and just slowly it just kind of escalated and snowballed. And you know, we're on year what, 11, 12 now of doing fishbowl diaries, and we're in Fiji.
I should have introduced your name, but it's Sophie and Paul.
Yep.
You've been getting some amazing shots. Paul's often in the water, he's getting the water shots, and Sophie's on the boat, because you actually don't love the water, do you?
No, I
Being
hate
in
the water. This is like my worst nightmare, being on the water.
Yeah.
Surrounded by all of this. Ugh.
Yeah, and I did. You've got a bit of it's an interesting partnership. And you two, like your partners, are you married, or is it?
Coming up to
30
32 years in September, married.
Oh wow! And where are you originally from? Like,
I'm from Cyprus.
I'm from, well, born in England. My parents are Greek though.
Cypriot.
Yes, Cypriot, sorry.
And then you got married. And did you meet? Where did you meet?
In Cyprus, holiday romance.
Oh really?
She
Yes.
saw me with my bathing suit and she couldn't resist. Ah,
How could
this
you
was
resist?
this
Couldn't
Greek god.
resist his skinny legs.
And then you moved to Maui.
We got married, stayed in Cyprus for 7 years, then moved to England for 7 years, and then we got the green card lottery and moved to Maui.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, and I've seen how much you work, especially Sophie.
Especially
Me.
Sophie.
Yeah, like I mean,
Afterwards.
probably not very appreciated for anyone who's not here, but whenever I see Sophie, she's behind a laptop editing photos well into the night, just so you guys can see what's happening here. It doesn't, it's not a 2-second job, that's for sure. So thanks guys. And,
Thanks, Paul.
we'll hopefully have another good day.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's way. Yeah. This way is a cloud break. But it doesn't look scary today. Another barrel.
Sick.
Oh, it's gonna make it.
Our next update is at 1, or a first possible start at 1:30. We'll see what the wind does.
So what we've got is our next announcement. We've got in 6 minutes. We're about to make this call. We're just trying to discuss it now. At 1:30, we will make an announcement, which is either we're on at 2 p.m. or it's our next announcement is at 2 p.m. and we're on at 2:30. And we're just having that final discussion now still.
Well, I don't know how you expect a nice, long, informative pre-show run-up when there's no time, there's no heads up. Like, you're making a media product too. Let's give us 3 minutes to decide.
I think if you can, if we can go live when you're planning to go live, like as soon as you want to, as soon as you can, and to give more time to talk, more intro, more brilliant.
Well, we have 45 minutes, would be ideal.
Yeah, let's start.
So 1:45 for a 2:30 start. But what about at 2:15? What about at 2:15? Commentary from his headset.
Look at these waves.
He has to be on the boat.
Pumping.
Brian, I'll leave that decision to you, but I'm totally capable solo.
Okay. He's there.
I don't have any conflict of interest.
Let's, okay, then don't worry about it. Outside.
But that camera's You have 3 minutes? Everybody, we're going live. Conversations need to happen at the front of the boat. You can totally have them, but everything needs to happen up here and a little bit softer unless it really warrants the fact that you're yelling.
Anyway.
Yeah, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling.
We're live, everybody! Live from Kuru Kuru!
Wow. Wow. Look at this set. Yoo-hoo! First, bro.
Really, really, really.
Did you use the big board?
Yes.
It's the something, huh? You feel different? That one I saw you was quite okay. The next time I had one like that. Dude, you guys were killing it. Yeah, I can have it. Another one.
That was such a tight ride. It was amazing. It was so you. Well done. Okay,
I'm gonna die.
You can see the sun is over here. Wait, Jay, I got your wife. Thanks, Johnny. Hey, cheers, man. Just finished the comp. Why doesn't it focus? Come on, focus, focus. There we go, empty cloud break.
It's simple, I don't know, but I think for me, he lost.
Yeah. It's all okay. So we put Antoine in the heat because.
Hey, my friend.
Oh, you should get this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man.
Look at this. The Fiji way.
Oh, sick, dude. That was amazing.
Thank you, man.
John, what do you think about the comp? What was how was it?
Well, I think it had very nice waves. The wind was a bit tricky at times. But the heats were pretty long, 28 minutes, so everyone had a good chance to get good waves.
Yeah.
And I must say, especially the ladies definitely put up the bar quite a bit for the ladies windsurfing.
Definitely.
And for the men's, we have a couple of new talents that are showing that they have a lot of talent and a few surprises.
Yeah, watching that final, did it bring back any memories of when you were wave sailing back in the day and, you know, all that?
Of course, I have a lot of memories from a lot of good finals in my life.
Yeah.
I always have been in a lot of World Cups the last couple of years as well, due to Liam that's starting his World Cup debut. And we were here last year as well, so all good.
Awesome,
Good
man.
to be here.
Thanks, Bjorn. Thanks. Tell us, man. Tell us what it was like out there. How was it?
It was really light, and I didn't use the misunderstanding that we were 5. So I threw we were only 4. So just did what I can basically do, and just did some air. And at the end, I had some sick ones.
Oh, dude, you got a sick aerial, the end section there. That was a big one.
Yeah, it was a big one.
I got a good drone shot of you there, so we can watch it later. Hey boys, you did an amazing job. Good on you, man. Brian.
Benaka. Yes.
You did it, bro.
I did it.
Nice, man. Hey, well done. It was good.
Yeah.
Big waves, huh? Some big ones. Simeon, you did it.
No, we're gonna go home. Okay, it's too much. We have to
Mateo, Simeon.
Hey,
Well done, boys. Well done.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Great.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done.
How was it in the water, Mateo?
Very good, but the waves were so strong and crashed in the cloud. Yeah. But I'm alive.
Good on you, man. And Simeon, how do you feel at the event?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I hope everyone loved watching it. I hope everyone continues to love watching it. I think we had extraordinary conditions. The standard of the riders here is just through the roof. I mean, watching them just charge, you could see when they were charging, they had it in their heads and they had it in their hearts. They were just wanting to give it all. Amazing. It was an incredible thing to watch. And watching Sarah Hauser just set what I can only describe as a new benchmark for big waves women wave sailing. And Sarah Keita, who, you know, just doesn't love big waves, and she's happy to tell everyone about it, but overcame all of that and just went so hard. Her standard was great. You know, I don't know. She and the two Sarahs just pushed themselves. It was amazing to watch, and that really impressed me. And watching the guys battle it out, I mean, they're so ferocious the way they attack this wave, and this wave is just really dangerous. It's super high consequence, and they're just they're not always fearless. Like sometimes you see them, you know, like they're not sure, but every now and then they just lock in and go. They're ready to go. It's a headspace thing, I think, for a lot of them.
Can't say I've decided.
Anyway, it's amazing to watch, and I'm so grateful for all the media team, for you, Paul. I mean, the way you were flying that drone was just, it's astonishing. I mean, the footage is astonishing. And Mr. Kai Kachdorian.
Kai, how was it, man? That was
The voice.
a few exciting moments there, wasn't there?
I have to say that we have to thank you, Simeon. This event is a timeless classic. You brought us here last year, and the graciousness that you've shown the windsurfing community and this sport, we thank you from the bottom of our heart for putting this on. And I thought I was never coming to Fiji, and I might never get the chance again, but this moment is eternal, and we're so grateful. And this sport has definitely risen to a different level. It's definitely emotional, it's rad, but at the same time, there's more work to do. We're not done.